Well, hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back on Frankenmuth, and it's just coming up to 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and we've been cutting some grass, alfalfa, over on field 17. I got the mower going there right after I finished the last episode. So he's mowing away. I think that most of this we're going to bale as dry hay. I might do some um, haylage bales here, but I'm not quite sure on that. We'll see when we get over here. We'll tet it out. We may leave a few windrows that we just leave the way that it is, and rent the wrapper from the neighbors and do that. So we'll see what we do there. I'm gonna hop out here. Dairy farms just up this way. So after last episode, I got a ton of grain delivered. Um, I'll show you the contracts here at the end. I'll put them up where you can see everything that's highlighted green has already been filled. But I got 2 more loads of grain out. I got all of the straw bales delivered to the customers that were looking for them. I got another load of straw baled off of the oat farm and taken over to the drive shed at the pig farm, and we'll use that for bedding for them and for the chickens. And the field is empty. There's a few loose things of little streamers where the straw left there, but I don't care about that. So we're gonna get the ripper going in there this afternoon before the end of the day. Um, it's really compacted after that rain, so we're gonna get that done. I used the JCB here about an hour and a half or 2 hours ago. I reloaded everything in the barn here, so we've got all of our numbers are topped back up for our silage straw. Um, the mineral feed, I had the bags sitting over in the drive shed there, so I pulled them over, and obviously our hay. So everything's good to go with the dairy cows. They're looking really good. Um, the milk truck showed up. They had about 16,500 liters worth of milk that they took out, and that went to a customer, and he needed it for his cheese factory, and he actually traded me the milk for it's a 4440 John Deere two-wheel drive tractor. And in all honesty, it's a cheap old tractor, and it's going to be awesome for running the small square baler or the tedder or doing some of that small stuff around this farm. And so we traded for him, so that'll be here next episode. We might even be able to see it here this afternoon, depending on how things go. But he was going to drop that off for us. Um, I ran 2 loads through the TMR mixer here for the beef cows, so they're all topped back up. There's a little bit left in the mixer still, so there's enough to top that up later today, going into this evening to make sure that it's right full. Um, the 8410 finished up doing our cover crops in the wheat stubble field, so everything's done there. And the manure contractor, he was here, and he took the liquid manure, at least 1 load, out of the dairy farm, and it got put into the digester. And he actually decided, I think he was going to leave one of his trucks here, so that we can do that a little bit more frequently than what we had. And um, they're going to be able to start spreading manure with one of their new applicators on the cover crops when they come up. So there's one of his trucks, big long stretch Kenworth with a manure tank on the back. So yeah, the only thing that's left to do is get the straw picked up off of the oat farm. I've got the truck sitting out there. Um, the tractors with the merger and baler, I got to get them back here, and then I think we'll throw the bale grab on the 720 and go load that trailer up, and then we can start getting the Challenger running with the big ripper there to get that ground worked up. So I'm gonna go grab that 720 and the demo 9360 93, I can't remember what the number is, but we'll get it back over to the field and get that bale grab put on. So I'll be right back. All right, so there's a lot of straw in this field. I'm not quite sure. I bet you we're another 2 truckloads. Um, so I'll get that pulled off. It's going to take a little while, obviously, to do that. Um, I think once I get some of it over on the north side done, I think I can get the ripper rolling there, and then just keep working away at doing the straw. Um, this straw will all go to contracts. There was a couple mushroom places there. They don't care if they had a rain on it. We tedded it back out, and they're happy with that. So that's where that'll all go. So I think we're pretty caught up on um, the straw. We're caught up on wheat and oats. Um, I got notified by the cannery that both the peas and green beans are ready. So there's a harvester running at both of those fields right now. I'm not sure how they're trucking that away, but that's for them to deal with, and they'll work away at that as they can. And our big focus today will be on getting this straw for this field and getting the ripper rolling to get this worked up. I want to run the land all over it, and then we'll get some cover crops put in there again too. So I'm going to get this, it's a 939. Should have remembered that, but I'm struggling today for some reason. But yeah, so we'll get this put into, oops. We'll get this put away. Bring it up through the back side of the shed here. We're not going to need it for a little bit until we're ready to do the dry hay over on that next field, which maybe a little bit later on, or the next episode probably is what's going to happen. Right. And then the 720 is an absolute mess. It's amazing how we had all that rain, straw dried, but there's still a ton of mud in that field. Where do we want to put this? I think I might put it over in the shed. Pardon me. Let's back it in here for now. Actually, put it right up here where the side of the river. I think the sugar beets are going to be darn close to being ready to go here shortly too. So that whole thing's going to be busy trying to get them rolling and keeping product away from it. We own the harvesters, but we sort of share with one of the other farmers in the area. I think he's actually got a dump wagon of some sort that we use to shunt all the sugar beets up in the front, and then that moss loader, we use that to be able to load trucks that go to the processing plant, I guess, where we do the sugar. Okay, so what I actually did notice is I took that weight off of the 939. I'm going to throw it on the back of this tractor just because. Alright, let's get backed up to this weight. That's much better. Okay, let's go pick up some straw. Really is a quick way of doing this. I don't want to have a self-loading wagon. It just doesn't work around this farm because I think putting the 3 bales together is so much faster. And it lets us use the truck and the trailer that we've already got sitting here, so why not? The only thing I could see doing differently is they make a, whoops, They make a 5 bale one that you can use. So maybe look at that down the road. I gotta check one thing. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. For some reason, in realistic form, that did not load the way that it's supposed to. So I have to fix it. Sorry about that, folks. Not the most realistic way of doing things for some reason, but my trailer is not liking me at this very second. So I'm going to get these together, and it's looking like it's going to stack with themselves. Forgive me. Isn't that wonderful? Look at that. Crazy. So, how's everyone liking these videos? Is it, pardon me, um, is it realistic enough for everybody? Is it too realistic for certain people? Um, Getting views. People seem to be liking the videos. Um, Nobody's leaving any message or comments, so I don't know what people are thinking about this. So I'd love to hear from you. If you would throw some stuff down in the comment section, let me know these subscriber contracts, anything. It would be awesome, because then I'd actually know what to expect from people, what they actually think of this. This is unbelievable. Okay, we're gonna move this truck up into this next area that's got a ton of bales in it. Walk back down to the tractor, and then I think I can get, if I get these bales just in front of me, there's 4 of them, then I think I can get the ripper running and start getting some field work done on this field. So we'll pick these 3 up here and then grab the others on the way back. It's a long walk when you're doing this by yourself. I'm glad we got that hay cut. It's a perfect drying day. 20 degrees. We are September. It typically doesn't dry great doing hay at this time of year, but I think the weather's going to allow us. So I think looking at how much I need for the cows and how much is out there for people looking for it, I think we'll do the dry hay. We've got corn silage coming off here shortly. That'll do our silage, and that should cover us for the winter. everyone's saying this is not realistic. I don't disagree with you. For some reason, there's an auto load turned on with that trailer right now. I didn't even know that I had auto load on that trailer. So we will fix that in the next episode. But this is not how I intended to do this. I was planning on stacking this trailer on my own today. Stacks it nice, I won't lie about that, but not real farm sim as far as I'm concerned. We're getting there. We'll get this one, maybe those two, and then, well, let's get a full truckload. Let's take it, and then we can get the ripper going, and we'll get these bales dropped. Okay. Go get this furthest one. That should work today. I actually had a 718 on a demo at a dairy farm, using it for feeding his 50 head herd. They had a defacer on the front of the bucket, so they could clear up the face of the corn silage and the haylage pits, and then scoop it up with the bucket and put it up into the mixer. So it's kind of neat how this whole thing is kind of representing the same thing here as to what that's actually. We're not using the loader here for that, but doing the telehandler, it was the mixes that I put together last night for yesterday's afternoon. It's actually the mixes that I put together earlier for the beef cows. Same concept, so it's kind of neat. Same thing, he really likes the Fen. This will be the last one back. I believe it'll put 6 up on the front, so we'll go to one of these close ones. And that truck's full. Go. Go. And we need 3 more. And we got a full truck. Okay, there we go. All right, well, I'm gonna take a quick break and go take that truck up to the front. I got to take a look at the contracts and see what we've got left to take those to. I might just unload them at the dairy farm and then worry about the contracts later, but I will get up to the front here and figure that out. So I'll see you here in a few minutes. Okay, so I think what we're going to do, just from a timing standpoint right now, I'm going to run this truck up to the yard and we'll just let it sit. I've got to do a little bit of research here as to where we want these bales to go. And while I'm doing that, we will get the ripper going on the Challenger and can start doing some back and forths here on this field while we figure that part out. I've also got to run back over and check on that mower at the hayfield, grass field, and just see how it's coming. And then if it's getting close to being done, we will get the tedder on the 4450 or 4455, excuse me, or the 4440 if it shows up. Might get it on there too, but we'll have to see here. All right, I'm just going to park this down the middle. That'll do for now. Okay. To the Challenger. Could have put the deer on it, but I don't think it's got enough oomph to be able to pull that ripper. It's pretty big. Okay. I have to say, I really do like this tractor. Why they ever decided to discontinue them, but they are not being made by a company anymore. The only high horsepower tractor they're making is the track vent, or I guess you could go to a 1000 series vent too on wheels, but it only goes to 500 horse, so that doesn't quite cover what this bad boy is able to do. So it has its place. I think when we look at replacing this, again, we'll probably look at a deer. We'll look at that 1156 again, probably, and just see what suits things best for us. All right, well, I'm going to get the GPS set up here, and I'll be right back so we can take a look at that. All right, so basically doing 3 headlands. Go. We are ripping. Ooh, it's making this thing pull. Oh, look at that. Boy, is it ever making it pretty slow. Old school GPS, old Top Gun. Wow, 6 mile an hour. That's pretty typical for ripping, but it's sure making that tractor work. Oh. All right. Well, I'm gonna hop out here. All right, well, I'm going to run back to the shop. I've got a Kubota RTV that's in there. I'm going to grab it. We'll run over and check on that mower. I'm guessing he's probably close to being done. Perfect to run over there. No, I don't want the power washer. I want the Kubota. Thank you. Okay, off we go. Should should be able to slip right down the side. I'm actually wondering, I'm going to make a phone call after we go check this out. I'm wondering if instead of running the land all over this, whether or not we could actually get our manure guy to come in and put some manure down on this ground and work it. But I also am under the understanding that his new rig that he's got that does the injection actually may have a cover crop seeder on it too. I'm wondering if we maybe could do everything all in one. So I have to see about that. That's it's an interesting concept if we could pull that off. Now I know a lot of you are going to say having a Oxbow 5-wheeled Terragator is what it actually is with an injector on it is not overly American. And I'm going to disagree with you because I've actually owned some of these units myself and had them here in Ontario. I had 3 Terragators and a Klossarian with a Coeco tank on the back of it. And there are quite a few of these things running here in Ontario and in the States, Iowa, Illinois, Michigan. So it is realistic enough that I think we can make this work here. Now the trailers are not overly North Americanized. We'll have to use the European trailers for it, but I think the rest of it we can make work just fine. So yeah, so he's down. Looks like he's maybe got 2 more passes and then we're done. So I think probably what we should do is get back over to the farm. We'll get the get the 4455 back on the tedder. I actually may give my guy a call and see if that 4440 is close to all, because that actually would be a great option to put on the tedder here and a chance for us to use it right away to see what it's like. Another great old tractor, and it's a great deal to get rid of a load of milk and at the same point pick up a new piece of equipment. So actually give me 1 minute. I'm gonna quick phone call and I'll come back and we'll see what we can do. Okay, well, I don't think that tractor's gonna be here anytime soon. Maybe late this afternoon, early tomorrow. So we'll put the 4455 back on that tedder and get it over there to be able to start doing that grass. But yeah, I think we're getting along pretty good here. Trying to move it along fairly quickly, but at the same point, I'm running 2-month days, and we've got big fields and lots going on, so I don't want to go too fast either. So doing this 2 to 3 episodes a month, or I guess it's going to be closer to 5 episodes per month, is probably the right speed for the size of this map and everything that is going on here. So yeah, oh, there he is. He's made is that his first loop or first round? Holy smokes, it is. That's a long field. He's gonna be a while doing this, which is great. Gives me some chance to get some more straw back off of that field. Once I figure out where that's gonna go here this afternoon too. So, all right, well, we're gonna get up here, get this tedder on, and I think that's gonna be it for today for us. If you've got concerns, questions about what's going on in the map here, if it's not realistic enough for him trying, it's hard with not having all of the common mods that I'm used to on this FS22 out, but we're doing the best we can, and I think it's coming along pretty good. Gotta figure out why that auto load on the bale trailer's working, because I didn't even know it had it on it. We haven't used it on anything else we've been doing, but we'll get that fixed for the next episode coming up tomorrow. And yeah, so I'm gonna carry on over there, get the tedder going, and come back and check some bales and everything like that. So um, I want to thank everyone for continuing to watch this video. Uh, Please like and subscribe. It would really help the channel out, and it would notify you when my videos are coming out. And yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.